Good morning, God's children. Today, I'm going to show you. Can you see me? Just look my eye. I got my camera rig, my phone. I got my phone rig well on the bird cage, so I can do this video and I can see it and know it's taking a good picture. But you have to improvise. When you ain't got, you just have to, if one thing don't work, you have to learn how to do other things. There's always a way of doing it. Most of the time, there's a way around it. But this morning, I'm going to show you how I process my vinegars after they're done. Now, as you can see, this is garlic. This is a big glass bottle of garlic. Oh, before I get to that, I put a video up this morning about repairs, always repairing. Still continue, have to repair things that's in my house. And I'm glad that God gave me the wisdom to be able to fix these things without much or no money. Now, I wind up repairing that shopping cart with some pieces of earrings, other washers that I have found, paper clips that I was able to put it back together. And these things that's in my house. Now, some of the things that's happening, I don't know whether it's demons or what do you call them? Demons or this technology they're using, whether it's teleportation or back to the future, time machines. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it's in my house with me, and it's here most of the time. And as soon as I make a move from one room, it's dropping stuff, and it's messing with stuff. I've seen people float around and other things going on around here, but one of my friends tried to do a spiritual cleansing and get it out of my house, but it's still here. It's not going anywhere. So I don't believe it's just a demon thing. I think it's some technology they're using, cloaking device. I don't know what it is, but they're here all the time from room to room. But it don't bother me, because if I catch them, you know my favorite saying, it's going to be hell to tell the captain. They are always contaminating my food. If I put something down, they put something in my drinks. Most of my food is contaminated, but I don't worry about it because they really can't do anything with me, and I know I'm on the right path by making my own vinegars and stuff. What they do is they contaminate my clothes. Now, the reason I had a problem with they got the laundromat the other day is because they broke the dryer here, so I can't dry my clothes in that high heat, because heat kills whatever toxins that they put on my clothes. My towels that I wash up with, you won't notice, but you're truly reinfecting yourself when you wash your clothes and they put the stuff on them. And sometimes, even if I've cleaned them and dried them in high heat, if I'm not here, they'll come in here and put the stuff back on my clean clothes. So I try to use what I can immediately after I dry it. And what I do is, a good thing, is iron them. These evil creatures used to infect me all the time with parasites in my underwear. So what I would have to do is take my underwear and iron it, put a towel, put some water in the towel, and steam iron my underwear. So I have to steam dry the towel, anything that I use for that day. I have to steam dry my underwear, my towels, my clothes if I get a chance. If I'm not in a rush, steam iron them things so that he can kill whatever toxins or whatever parasites they put in the clothes. They put it on the toilet paper, so I try to avoid toilet paper. If I can't put it in a bag or something where it's tight and throw it in the dryer and use it, then I try not to use toilet paper or anything because I know paper towels. my oils that I cook with, I make sure I cook my oils in a very high temperature to kill whatever's in the oil. Um, Either, like I told you in one video, either heat and cold temperatures, freezing. If you put it in the freezer for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, it'll kill. Because if you put it in the freezer for a couple of days, it doesn't work. But if you put it in the freezer for a couple of a period of time, it kills whatever parasites or whatever that they put in it. So, and that's it. That's the food you buy at the store too. They just don't come in your house and everybody's house and put these parasites and toxins in your food. A lot of the products you buy at the stores, they're already in there. So you have to freeze these items, your chicken, your steaks. You have to freeze them and cook them on high heat. None of that steak tartare, none of that raw meat, because these parasites and these toxins will live uh, in this fruits and vegetables. And people will say, well, I'm a vegetarian. All I eat is fresh fruits. But your fresh fruits have that more gallons GMO things in them too. So you have to cook your fruits and vegetables. You have to cook them. Either that's why I make a lot of vinegars out of them, because that bacteria that grows in the vinegar to make them grow, even if they are GMO fruits and vegetables, that bacteria that grows to produce the vinegar will bring them back to life. And God always said by the end of this year, He said He's going to bring His food back to its natural state. So, like the seeds I gather and stuff, you seen I take the seeds and stuff out of my fruits and vegetables that I collect them to put them up to grow them. Because, like I said, it doesn't matter whether you buy GMO or they say GMO free. It doesn't matter, because they're all the same. They'll label it GMO free, but it's still GMO. There's no company, like I said, that is not in this network with this New World Order. The New World Order couldn't possibly make it without all these businesses being in their pocket. Another thing, with the way things are happening, and something's going to happen pretty soon, all of the big people are already going underground. They're already in their shelters. I was reading my Bible this morning, and I made a statement about that the other day to telling my harassers that, yeah, y'all all sitting around here like sitting ducks. The people at the top, y'all sitting around here in the neighborhood with these houses, and the people at the top ain't telling y'all what's going on, and they are already underground. And I read it today in the Bible. God says they're already in their shelters. So these sitting ducks, especially these ones upstairs and all around me in the neighborhood, they can keep sitting there while everybody else, the people that gave them the orders, to tell them to sit here on the ground. But like I said, that New World Order couldn't possibly have gotten as far as it did unless they had all these businesses, these manufacturers, these products and stuff that are made in their pocket. The people that are producing everything just about we eat, wear, or use, they're in their pocket. But so, as I said, you have to be careful with what you eat. Freeze it or heat it to a very high temperature, almost burn up. But the vinegars that you make, even I try not to touch any fresh fruits and vegetables, because if you taste them now, if you look at them, if you smell them, they do not have a smell. Cantaloupe don't smell like cantaloupe no more. Pineapple does not smell like pineapple no more. These are not the same fruits and vegetables that we grew up with. So I don't touch them. I don't eat them raw. I make them in the vinegars, or I cook them. When people, like I say, when people say, "Well, I eat organic," or I only buy the most expensive, the best products. Well, keep thinking that. But when you buy the vinegars at the store, and even Bragg's, it's good. It's good. It has the mother in it. But those vinegars that they make in the store are processed. They are heated to a point where all the natural bacteria is dead. So even when I'm cooking, I do not cook anything or eat anything or drink anything without putting my own natural vinegars in it, because vinegars kill mold, kill all that bad bacteria in your digestive system. It kills everything. Now, if it can kill mold, you know it can kill just about anything else. Like apple cider vinegar. I just found out recently that apples contain cyanide. Now, if you take cyanide and make it with your apple cider vinegar, and especially the seeds. They say the seeds are good for you. To grind the seeds up and put them on salad, crush the seeds, put them on salad, but eat them. They're very good for you, very nutritious, very healthy for you. I'm learning every day more and more things. But when I make the apple cider vinegar, I can put it just about on anything, and I'm telling you, it, I have less problem, even though they keep reinfecting me. And that's the thing. People don't realize. They say, "Well, it worked, but I still, yeah, you're gonna feel it because they're not gonna ever stop reinfecting you. You continually you're gonna be reinfected. If you eat anything, you drink anything, you're gonna get reinfected. So you have to continually take something to detox, because they're not anything you eat. Like I said, if you go to a restaurant, they purposely infect you too. All restaurants, every one I've been to, I've had to argue with about preparing my food when I know they've done something. So I have videos of that too. But uh, you have to, and I think you guys know that them restaurants contaminate the food a lot. So if you do, I still go eat some, and it's best that if you continually go. There's one video that shows that if you go to the restaurant all the time, uh, mix you some vinegar with some honey, and you're in the restaurant, and you're gonna eat it. Use I think it's about a fourth of a cup or a third of a cup that you can take with you in a little container. And if you eat out, uh, drink your vinegar and your honey concoction, your vinegar, honey, and water concoction. That will kill the parasites from the food that you just consumed in those supposed to be good restaurants. But uh, these vinegars, like I said, I put it on everything. I put it in everything I cook. If I boil chicken, if I make vegetables, I put it in there. Now, if I don't have to cook it, I still use it in my drinks, because when you heat it to a certain temperature, it kills the bacteria. So if you can put it in at the last minute, get away from me. If you them bugs bother me, them bugs that they control. If you put it in the food at the last minute, so it won't kill all the bacteria. Don't if you don't have to heat it up, use it fresh when you make them. Use them fresh. Use them straight out the bottle, because you want the heat to kill as less bacteria as possible. But when I'm boiling chicken, I go on and pour it in the chicken, and boil and make me some good chicken, and make me some Roman noodles. I put the vinegar in my Roman noodles. I put vinegars, all different kinds. It depends on what vinegar I feel like using that day. I put, if I want something that's supposed to want garlic in it, I use this garlic vinegar. But as I said, try to stay on top of your game and keep yourself detoxing at all times. Something to detox, and not no major detox every day, but something to keep that them parasites and them toxins down in your system. Okay. Uh, is there something else I want to touch on? Yeah. Now you see the scum around the bottle. This is from them contaminating my vinegars. I don't know what they put in them, but some vinegars make scum naturally, and it's not gonna hurt you. All you do is scoop it off, uh, take it, try to get it off, strain it off, or whatever you need to do. But let me show you some that I know they contaminated. This is a fig vinegar, and as you can see, there's nothing white in it, because vinegars don't make scum naturally most of the time. Most of the time, not. But this is the same vinegar from the same batch, and as you see, it has the scum in it. This is from them putting, because they the little bottles that I keep on my shelf. They know I'm gonna use those right away, or something that that I just made, like the garlic, they're going to contaminate that because they know I like a lot of garlic. Garlic is one of the healthiest things for you. But you see this big bottle? See all that white scum right now? Get away. But see the big one that I had on the bottom? It has no scum in it. So they contaminate the little one. And as I said, they contaminate the garlics because they know I use a lot of garlic. Now, these hot pepper. These are hot pepper vinegar. We made with 3 different kind of hot peppers. As you can see, there's no scum in this one. Nope, this one has a little scum in it. Just a little. And this one has none. No scum. So, obviously, the ones that I'm trying to use right away, the ones that contaminate. The police or anybody can't say that this is just something naturally made, that the vinegar makes this scum naturally. That's not the case. Now, this is celery vinegar. And as you can see, no scum. Nothing. It's clear as a bell. This is the celery from the same batch. And as you can see, the scum all around the top. So how can one produce scum if it's something that occurs naturally and they from the same batch? And one has scum and the other one doesn't. Okay. This is coconut vinegar. I made this the other day. Coconut. Now, coconut vinegar is very, very good for you. Very healthy. All vinegar is healthy, but some are healthier than others. All of them contain different properties. And as you can see, the scum all around there, all around that one. I just made this one the other day. It doesn't take these vinegars long to process, sometimes a week. But I just made this one the other day. And you can see the scum right now. Now, this is a coconut vinegar I've had for a long time. And as you can see, if we was going to produce scum, after all these months, it would have scum in this one. But it doesn't. It's clear. So it's very obvious which ones they contaminated and which ones they didn't. But still, nothing from the police. Now, what I do, and I don't suggest this to you, but I still use them. I take that scum off, and I still use my vinegars. And I haven't had a sick day. So whatever they put in, whether it's parasites, it doesn't bother me. Because that scum shows that it killed that right off. It killed that. That's why I floated to the top. But I'm sure they give us in my water and on different things. I'm sure they're using either arsenic or cyanide. But like I said, apples produce cyanide naturally. So they probably built up my immune system by putting it in my vinegars. So I tell you, you saw the video where my feet turned black, and from walking on this carpet around here. So it cleared that up. So you guys make your vinegars. Go make your vinegars, and like I said, it kills just about anything. So I still use them even though I didn't know they contaminated. But like I said, I wouldn't suggest that to other people. This is a health warning. Try it at your own risk. But I'm going to show you how I strain my vinegars. I get a bowl, and a bowl, another bowl, and these are from scarves that I cut up, because I've tried to find strainers that's fine enough that would strain the particles out. Couldn't find anything that worked as good as these. I saw this on YouTube too. Now I try to cut them big so they can go down inside the bowl. So when I pour the vinegars in, I won't have to worry about using a rubber band. But if you don't have any big ones or something like that, I also use Don't have one available. Hold on. I must have been prepared. It just moves so much stuff. Well, I kept some. I used to keep them. I keep them up on top of my counter, but they moved them. There's not one up here. That's another thing. They just move around things. I'll be looking for stuff, and I'll be sitting right there, and all of a sudden it's gone. So I know something is in my house trying to cause that little mischief games, playing mischief, uh, doing all kind of mischief stuff. But and it's childish. Because whatever if it's demons, I have a lot of control over them. Because when I used to see them in my bedroom or on my wall and stuff, I tell them to get out, leave, and they'll leave. But uh, if they move something, like if I'm looking at for a tool or something and I can't find it, and I know I just saw it, they'd have moved it. They'll move it to another place. But what I do, I say, put it back. I say I'm not going to keep looking for it, and it comes back up. So I know I have a little control over these demons. But the thing is, they shouldn't touch it in the first place. They shouldn't be messed with. But some of them are not demons, like I said, that's coming in here. Something else is coming in here besides demon and tearing up my stuff. Because like this shopping cart, and this is what makes me pissed about these people upstairs and the police talking about they can't do anything. Because number one, it took time to saw that leg, that iron bar on the shopping cart. It took time to cut that wheel. It took time to break that holder, that plastic holder. But nobody upstairs heard anything. They couldn't hear not hear the sawing noise. They could not hear anything being torn up down here. Really. And I have a call recording of my brother saying he's seen that thing upstairs standing in front of my house with my door wide open. And they tried to erase that. Oh, they erased that conversation. But my brother called and gave me another version of it, of how she was in front of my door, and my door was wide open while I was gone, while I was at the courthouse. I'm going to put that one up. But, as I said, everything tearing up in my house, they upstairs all day long. And they never hear a thing. Isn't that something? They didn't hear the sawing noise of them sawing that, because they had to make a lot of noise, metal on metal, of grinding that wheel, that bar that hold up that wheel. Really. So, as I said, they move things, whatever's in here come around, move things around. But I use a rubber band, and I put it around the bowl on the cloth or scarf, whatever, and that'll hold it while I pour the vinegar in there. Or if I don't have a rubber band, I use these. You can put one on each corner here and one on that corner. That'll hold it, whatever's convenient. These are more convenient, but these have come up missing. I don't buy these because you can buy the dollar pack of clothespin at the Dollar Tree, and it's about 30 in there. So why pay for holders when you can go and get the clothespin for 30 in a bag for $1? But they have come up missing. So those will hold it on that end, and that right there. That will hold it to keep it from falling down into the vinegars. So I got the rubber band on. And what I do is, let me pull up my sleeve so it seems like it's getting in the way. I pour the vinegar in the jar, in the bowl. Let me get my hand there, get all my vegetables out with vegetables. Because these are not to be thrown away. These are to be used for cooking, for seasoning, or making another vinegar. So I pull it around. And squeeze. And squeeze. Now I don't squeeze a lot of juice out there because if I'm gonna use this to cook with or to get vinegar started, I want to have some vinegar in it. Okay, so that's enough. I still got quite a bit of vinegar in it. I'm gonna put it in another bowl because I'm gonna bag it up. Hold on 1 minute. Now take me a baggie. I mark what's on it. So this is garlic. Okay. And I need to move something else. They are so, every time I need something, it's gone. But I don't know what it is. But put the garlic in the bag. This is enough. I'll probably need 2 bags. I'll have to mark it later since they moved my marker. And they know exactly what I need at the time that I need it. That's why it's gone. Let me see, can I show you that? See all that garlic? They're good. This might be too dark. I hope you can see it. I might need a light in here. But put it all in the bags. Okay. Now, in order to save room in my freezer, or in my refrigerator freezer, in order to have room for all these different ones I make up, I take it, close it up a little bit, leave just the corner open where the air can come out. I lay it down flat, smush it down. Can you see that? Smush it down flat. Then close the end up where the air came out. And it's flat like that. And when I get ready to put it in my freezer, I can lay it flat and let it harden. Let me do this right quick, push the air out. And then seal it. And they'll lay perfectly in my freezer. And I can stack them high as I want to. They can stack right on top of each other and freeze. That way it gives me a lot of room in my freezer because they are frozen flat. Okay. Now, since that has that little scum in it and it still has some pieces in it since I pressed it through, what I do is take this one out. You could either take another bowl, I'll put one around there, and put another one on it. But what I do is I take this one, put it back in here. Let me show you. Put it back in there. Rinse the pieces off of this in the vinegar because it's nothing but pieces of the fruit or vegetables. And I take it, I put it on the second bowl instead of trying to use 2 or 3 of these. Put it on the second bowl. sure there ain't no pieces on it. But you don't want to do this 2 or 3 times. Make sure it's clean, that there's nothing, no particles on it that can go back in the vinegar. Put your rubber band on it. Hope this video isn't too dark. It looks dark to me. And pour it back through again. But this time I won't squeeze it. Whatever's caught in there this time will stay. And I'll put it back in the bag with one of these, because it's just particles. So I take it out. And as you can see, the pieces in here that were caught, the small pieces, that I'll throw that in the bag with the rest of the pieces that I'm gonna freeze. And I hope you can see my vinegar is clearer. Hope you can see that. It's clearer. So I keep preferably I would like to use glass, but a lot of times you don't have glass. So if you find like the food grade that your juices come in, the food grade jars, they'll cook okay too. But one thing about when you're using these, you have to not tighten the top so tight, because still the vinegars, if you don't cook it to stop the process of fermentation, it's still going to ferment. So you want to leave it kind of loose, the top kind of loose, so some of the air can come out, relieve that pressure, because the jars and stuff have exploded. And sometimes I notice some of my jars are sucked in, and that's because I had the cap too tight and the fermenting process is still going on. So you want to leave your jars loose, unless you cover them with paper towels and rubber band on the top. If they're going to be stable and they're not going to tip over, or you can put a paper towel and rubber band on top of it. That way they can keep processing, because you want the bacteria to keep working. You want it to stay alive, and it gets stronger. And the longer it ferments, the stronger it gets. So you want to get as much out of your fruits and vegetables as you can. So the shrink. So let me rinse this ball out right quick. I'll be right back. So I save all my glass, everything glass I save. I don't care what it is. If it's glass, I save it. And put it in here because I'm using my freezer, because my house is a total wreck. And you know how you don't want company coming in your house when your house a mess. So I have all this garlic vinegar. So I'm gonna put these in the freezer right quick and show you some of the other what I do with these after they frozen. Now these are the ones that I took out of the freezer today to show you. Let me put the top on here, and I gotta label it. These are the ones I took out the freezer today to show you. Oh, I just love. This is the green stem vinegar. I mean, remnants that came, the fruit, the vegetables that came out of the green stem vinegar. Let me move that. This is the ginger. Now, the green stem vinegar, the green stem, I would just use to make a new vinegar. But the ginger, since this ginger, and we get pickled ginger, and ginger is good and everything, I use this in food. It's big chunks of ginger. And this vinegar was made with one with honey and one with molasses. And I use this if I'm gonna cook something and I need ginger. I use this to either season my food and then use it for a detox because you know this sells it for you too, and use it in drinks. So some I just don't keep for making vinegars. Some I use because, like I said, this ginger I will put in my food uh, and in drinks. This is lime. This was from a lime, and sometimes we use a different size bag. This lime could be put in food because lime contains a lot of vitamin C, more than oranges and more than lemons. So I use the lime in drinks and in food. This is cantaloupe grapefruit. This is the hot pepper. Now I use this for cooking too. I use it because you know the spicy foods are good for you. I use this and when I want to season my meats, season my noodles, so nothing goes to waste. Or I can use it to start another vinegar. This is the honeydew. And as you see, it has bits of orange pieces, those carrots. Because the carrots are very good for you. I mix and match them sometimes. I mix and match the kiwi and put them in other products. It depends on what I want that vinegar or that food characteristics or um, health benefits I want it to have. So this is the honeydew with carrots. Uh, this is the celery. Celery. Excuse my pronunciation. But this is, I'm not going to make any more vinegars for a while because I think I got, my cabinet is full and I got a lot of different kinds. I think I have just about every kind. If I think of something else, I'm still not going to make another big vinegar if I find another fruit or vegetable that I might think that I want. I'm going to do this. This is the last batch I made. This is apples and it's sweet, not fermented. So what I did was I cut them apples. I put some fresh apples. I put a starter in it. I don't remember what kind of starter I used, but because it doesn't matter, you can use any starter for any vinegar. Even if you want to make a straight apple vinegar, you can, as long as it's vinegar, you can use any one of these starters. But I used the starter, and I think I used a lemon because I wanted vitamin C or whatever, and some carrots. So I fresh carrots, fresh apples, and a starter, sugar, honey, or molasses. You could add either one. But I chopped it up and I put it in the bags, not fermented. So that way, because since the starter is in there, if you leave it out, it's going to ferment anyway without you putting it in a jar. So to just keep it from fermenting, you have to freeze it. So I put it in a bag, freeze it, stop the fermentation. So if I just want a jar of vinegar and I ain't got no fresh fruits and vegetables, I can just throw this in a jar of water and have me a vinegar without adding anything to it but water. Because it has the sugar, the starter, the fresh fruits already in it. So I'm good to go. So what I'm going to do with these last, if I buy some more fruits and vegetables, I'm just going to cut them up, process them with the sugar or the honey and the starter, and bag them up and keep them in my freezer. Because I don't want to sit in no jars out right now. So if I do, because I definitely have enough vinegars made. So I'll have these made up. So if I just want to start any more jars of vinegar, I can just put them in water. All right, you guys. I think I covered everything I wanted to see. I have some more that I have to process. Like these. This is the apple. And as you see, the fruit is down. I see a lot of videos where they say, well, let it sit for 2 weeks and then strain it. No. And then they throw the fruit away. No. Because you want to get as much out of your fruits and vegetables as you can. So you want to make sure everything is just about out of every good nutrient is out of that. So you make sure they're down at the bottom. That there's nothing else that you can get at them that they're not floating at the top. Even the asparagus, you see everything is floated to the bottom. That way you know these fruits and vegetables are spent. There's nothing else in them. And then use it for a starter. All right, you guys, I love you. Let's see, can I get a good picture of myself? I love you. Take care. See you later.